Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, you'll notice my voice is a little bit different again today. So I have this thing where sometimes I express myself by screaming in my car. I mean, it's a thing, you know? So because I did that last night on the way home, I'm now dealing with the after effects of screaming in my car last night, this morning, and also it's morning. So hopefully you're not too turned off, but I'm here to do your full moon in Virgo reading. Full moon in Virgo is happening on, I believe, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna do a full moon in Virgo reading and see what the energies are looking like for this full moon cycle, or at least how things might play out from between this full moon in Virgo to possibly the next full moon in Virgo or the next new moon in Virgo. Okay? Okay, so let's take a look. As you can see, I've got my Virgo candle here. Virgo is connected to the solar plexus chakra, the purpose. Is that the sacral? Oh, no, it's the solar plexus chakra. That is your purpose chakra. So, you know, that sounds about right for Virgo, right? Okay. So, our Moonology card, Moonology card says you are good enough during this full moon in Virgo. And I think I also read this already on another reading. We also have the manifestation card that says to take inspired action in this full moon in Virgo. All right, you are good enough. Take inspired action. I'm going to go ahead and read the Moonology card. All right, full moon in Virgo. It's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. To attune to the moon, find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card: worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teaching. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Okay, so now I'm going to read the manifestation card. And both of these decks are by Yasmin Boland. Okay, let's see. Full moon in Virgo. Here we go. Take inspired action. This card is bursting with goddess energy and reminds you that while it's wonderful to have lofty dreams, you also need to ground those desires by taking inspired action. commune with the heavens, but take practical steps down here on earth. Draw down the energies of the divine by doing something as seemingly trivial as making a bullet point list of what you need to do to manifest your dreams into reality. Also, know that you're 100% worthy of your dreams. Ditch the self-effacement, criticism, and second-guessing yourself and others. Manifesting balance. Find a balance between dreaming big and being practical. Manifesting mindset. It's important to believe in our dreams, but we also need to take practical steps toward them. The energy of this card will help you connect with that reality. A manifesting ritual for opening your eyes. Add tea tree essential oil to your diffuser. Sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Call in Ceres, goddess of the harvest and all kinds of fertility, who also represents the love a mother has for her children. Ask Ceres for her help in making a bounty of dreams come true. Your manifestation affirmation. I forgive myself for everything. I am doing my best. Best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Virgo on a Wednesday, which is Mercury's day. And the full moon in Virgo takes place when the sun is in Pisces and the moon is in Virgo. So there you go. We are still in Pisces season. All right, so we can see where we understand that we are good enough. And not only that, we're good enough to take inspired action, practical action. So we're understanding what our big dreams are, but we have a practical goal. But we are good enough. You are enough. It's time to clear out everything that you have around you that might remind you that you are not enough, so that you can continue on this path of opening up for what is celebrating your good enough, right? Okay. So I'm going to call in spirits. I call on the spirits of the elements of air, fire, water, and earth. I also call on the spirit of the fifth nature, the nature that unites us all in understanding and consciousness, to come into this reading with a message for the collective, for the full moon in Virgo 2022. Thank you so much, spirits. Okay, so let's see. Spirit can give us a message for this full moon in Virgo. Thank you. A message for this full moon in Virgo. Thank you. All right. Wow. A message for this full moon in Virgo, please. A message for this full moon in Virgo. Thank you. Okay. So, let's see what we have here. Get this sorted and situated. I think you can see that if I push it up just a bit. Okay, so we've got 5 cards out. We've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Swords. We've got the 4 of Cups, the Son of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck is the Mother of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So I'm seeing here with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, these 2 cards came out together. So when they come out together, usually I interpret that they wanted to come out together. And the message is in the 2 of them together. So with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright, I sense that there is something that you may have, something that you might have either given up that's related to being of service, or maybe something you might have maybe donated, or something that you've given up has caused you to stay awake at night. Wow, that's interesting. Pentacles, you know, if you're getting the sense that resonates, Pentacles are related to our resources, our time, something of the earth, maybe like our money. When I say resources, could be some sort of work you were doing, or maybe a project you were working on. But the Six of Pentacles in reverse is saying that either you stopped doing that, or the combined Six of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords is that you found you were doing something that you did not want to do. That's something that has been keeping you worried or keeping you up at night. Something that you gave, maybe you overgave in this situation, and that's keeping you up at night. Maybe because the swords are about our thoughts, you know, about mental, like our mentality, right? And so either you or someone else is thinking about something that they gave up on, something that was very important to them, something that gave them a sense of a sense of balance in the world, like a sense of sharing something. Interesting. Now, when we get to the Four of Cups, it indicates that there was some sort of a relationship, or an offer of relationship or emotion or something that was either rejected or held back from you. And that's also what is the result of having given up that resource. Yeah, some sort of emotional offer or relationship is being held back, or you're rejecting something. Interesting. And I'm seeing this crescent moon here, and I'm wondering if this is not something that maybe happened maybe a week and a half ago, or maybe like a couple of days ago. Interesting. Yeah, there's some sort of rejection here. Maybe you had to reject this, and it's still keeping you up at night, but I don't think you understand that, you know, sometimes I've been hearing this phrase for a couple of weeks. Rejection is God's protection, right? So there's this idea that even though there has been some sort of emotional offer made that you either couldn't accept, or someone rejected your cup, right? There is this idea of someone coming forward, or either you being able to offer another cup. And so there's that rejection is God's protection, because here comes another cup. Now, I will say that the Son of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, is someone that is, someone that can be sort of a Lothario, someone who is very romantic, possibly even like a Casanova, you know, someone who is constantly romanticizing everything around them, right? Romancing everyone around them. But either way, the offer that's coming in is meant to bring you balance and actually restore your ability to, I want to say, believe in yourself with this Two of Pentacles here. Balancing out, there's this bit of, I think there's this understanding that with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, there was some sort of sacrifice made. And you're moving into this sense of balance and understanding from a higher level, right? You're understanding from a spiritual perspective, from an evolved perspective, a transformed perspective, that there is a greater balance happening here. You might just be getting this insight, like a little thought, but that thought is enough to build off of, because again, with the full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And I think that this Son of Cups, whoever is coming forward with this evidence, right, that a cup exists for you. A cup exists for you. This cup of love, this cup of relationship, this cup of friendship, whatever this is, it exists for you, and it's meant to bring balance. It's meant to provide balance. Now, having said all that, the Mother of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck indicates that this is something that you had a lot of patience with in the past. You were able to hold your own for such a long time, right? But the Mother of Wands in reverse is someone who is impatient. This is someone who is, or this is a feeling of impatience, right? This is a feeling of, I did all this. I gave and I gave and I gave. And what is it doing but just keeping me up at night? And I feel like, I'm just saying the story from the Mother of Wands in reverse perspective. I gave and I gave and I gave. I gave of my very own nature. And in fact, if you look at the Mother of Wands in reverse and you see the branch that she's got close to her, right? Close to, that she's keeping under wraps and under, these eggs, or I feel like they're like ideas that you're protecting, right? You can see where this branch of her giving is now empty, because she gave and she gave and she gave. And her giving kept her, and when I say Mother of Wands, I feel like the Mother of Wands is the one, even though, with the Queen of, Mother of Wands, Mother of Pentacles, I think those are very much both body related. And so here, this Mother of Wands in reverse has given and given and given of herself, of the divine, of the vine, the divine of the vine, right? That just came into my consciousness. Divine. If we break down the word divine, it means of the, vine of the gods, divinity, of the life. She gave of her vine. She gave of her divinity to a situation. And it probably wasn't appreciated what she gave. And that kept her up at night. That gave her nightmares. She's giving and giving and giving. To what end? To what end? The offer of her giving, right, was rejected. Rejected. But I don't think she sees, or either she does see. I mean, in this, take each storyline, whatever resonates, as you will. I don't think she understands that her giving was not unnoticed. Her giving did not go unnoticed. So the Son of Cups here is this, it's an offer of love. It's an offer of giving, right? It's an offer of, it's an offer of almost, I almost feel there's a reciprocity here. But, you know, it's a question of, you know, look, you are good enough, Mother of Wands in reverse. You're good enough. All the actions that you took were inspired. Now it's time to find balance between what you wanted to get from your giving, right? And what you actually needed. This is what's happening with this Son of Cups, with this reciprocity, Mother of Wands in reverse. Because the Mother of Wands in reverse she's impatient. She's stopped giving. She's stopped taking action for you. She's been working on this long enough, right? And then also, you know, Mother of Wands upright, right? If we turn the Mother of Wands around, Mother of Wands is someone who's very comfortable in her own nature, doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. She's got everything she needs, and she knows how to get what she wants. So the balance that's coming here is meant, Mother of Wands in reverse, to put you upright. But let's get some clarification with the Hermetic, or maybe even expand on this with the Hermetic Tarot. I call on the spirits of the elements of air, fire, water, and earth to come into this reading. I also call on the spirit of the element, of the fifth element. I know it's weird to say fifth element, but the nature that unites us all in consciousness and in spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. So, all right. So let's clarify the six. I'm not going to flip it. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Yep. Lord of unstable effort. Everything, I mean, that just clarifies it right there. Lord of unstable effort. You were giving and it wasn't appreciated. I know the Seven of Swords usually talks about deceit, but it was deceit on the side of someone who was, who you were giving to. You were putting forward unstable effort. It was not recognized or noticed. All right, let's look at this Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Lord of great strength. Yeah. I think it took a lot for someone. Okay, and again, you know, I keep thinking of it from the Mother of Wands perspective. But it took a lot of strength, you know, to either make this offer. You know, this is someone who I see the Nine of Wands as kind of a wounded warrior. It took a lot out of you, one, to go through and give and give and give in this unstable effort, right? But you also came out of that energy. It's describing the energy of you understanding rejection, understanding that you're wounded. And it's a question of, do you continue forward with this energy of having the way that you, like, you know, I'm seeing this as, you know, your love language, right? Mother of Wands. And again, it doesn't matter male or female if you're watching this. If your energy of Mother of Wands, right, was in the love language of, okay, the love language of the Mother of Wands is action, right? Acts of service, right? And that's what I see in the Six of Pentacles reverse. Mother of Wands' acts of service went unnoticed over and over and over and over again. to the point where the Mother of Wands felt like a wounded warrior, has given and given and given, and kept even going out, kept finding new wands to give from. Like those were her resources, were her wands, her understanding, her compassion, her way of living, her values, her morals, her dedication to herself, her dedication to her people, her dedication to the earth, her dedication to spirit. Like those were the 9 wands, right? If we just think about it, right? If we just assign where she may have pulled from in order to give and give and give, give and give and give, to the point of being wounded, and still someone rejected the offer of those acts of service. Her love language was rejected, right? Let's see what the Hermetic Tarot says about the Son of Cups. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think someone sees you. I think someone sees you depleted. Someone sees you. And you know what? I also kind of see this as. I kind of see this as someone who understands that depletion, understands that how you gave. Someone is acknowledging, I think, in the rejection, acknowledging, right, that you gave and gave and gave. Actually, and they actually think you gave more than what you think you gave. And I think this is the reciprocity, is like an apology or some sort of forgiveness. And it's like, the Mother of Wands, you almost feel like you gave and gave and gave, and this person, that's all they wanted to do was come in. You know what? That's weird. That's all they wanted to do was come in and say that they took more from you than you actually gave. Like that's their reason. And that's why I say there were 2 storylines earlier, because the Son of Cups, yeah, is an apology, but it's almost like what's the word? It's an apology, or it's reciprocity, but it's almost like it's not enough. It's not enough. Mother of Wands in reverse, you went through some shit in order to give in this way. And this person is just saying, not even coming as a King of Cups, Son of Cups. And again, that's why I see this Lothario, or this like Casanova energy coming in to say, oh yeah, I feel like you gave so much. It's like that voice, oh, you gave so much. And I notice it. It's like they're just like petting you, like, oh, you gave so much. You're just so good. Like you were just so beneath. You are the fucking queen. Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my language, but you're the queen. And here comes a knight. Oh, you good queen. Fuck you. That's why you know what? This full moon in Virgo, if you don't see that you are fucking good enough because you're the queen, and I don't care, male or female, you're the fucking queen. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my goodness. You're the fucking queen. Fuck that knight. Fuck that Lothario. Fuck that Casanova. He's just a fucking knight. You're better than this. Let's see what the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I see this balance as you. Look, okay, so upright, the 7 of Pentacles, it's the Lord of Success Unfulfilled. This is someone you know, if it was upright, it would be someone who's like trying to figure out how to repeat the process. And I think here is you understanding, what the shit? I am not doing that ever again. Like, I think you're starting to see, you know, from the six, I think you're starting to see how you overgave. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, and now we end with you in balance and in Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I feel that you are like, bitch, I'm not playing anymore. Like, I don't even need to be here. This is like, I'm surprised, honestly, that the Ten of Wands isn't here, because this is the energy of like you taking all your actions and just moving on. And I get this, you being impatient is totally founded, totally valid emotion. Be impatient. You are good enough. Take some inspired action off of that impatience. You don't need to be dealing with this nonsense. You don't need to be overgiving you don't need to be at a table where love is not being appreciated, let alone served. Oh, gosh. Yeah. And here at the bottom of the deck for the Hermetic is the Eight of Wands. I think that you're starting to get the point. I think this is like, once you get this point of how you are a fucking queen, and whoever was coming in this is a joke of, you know, someone who's just like goes around, you know, making all these romantic gestures and rejecting anything that comes their way. You are starting to understand now. Lord of Swiftness, like you're catching up. You're getting the message, right? Swiftness, blessings even coming in with the understanding that your actions were blessings to this person. Your resources were blessings. And I think that's actually you, right? So the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck is actually you. You know, there's this balance coming in of you understanding that every single vine that you gave from now needs attention, now needs you to go back and figure out, how do I revive the vines that I gave from for this person who didn't appreciate it at all? Okay, let's get some guidance. I know I've gone on for just a tad, but let's get some guidance for you. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? Yeah, I've been liking this Kali deck. I kind of like it. I feel like, so I've got the Kali Oracle deck that I've been using, and it's probably going to be a bit of a read, but I'll try and go as quickly as possible. But I just feel like this energy of Kali is the energy that we're needing to go in. Like this female energy of like taking no shit. I'm sorry, I know I'm cursing a lot today, but the fuck? I know I'm cursing a lot today, but what the hell? What the hell? Spirit, please give this Mother of Wands an idea of the kind of energy she's going to need to use, not only to understand that she is good enough, but to help her take inspired action during this full moon in Virgo. Help her manifest. Help her manifest. Oh my goodness. All right. And as far as signs, if this is spot on for you, you could have been dealing with a water sign. You yourself might be a fire sign or have fire in your Venus. Fire in your Venus. Sorry, this is silly. You might have a fire sign as your Venus energy. You could also be dealing with an air sign. Yeah. And your parents might be earth signs, because you understand the value of your actions. Okay. Spirit, can you give us some sort of guidance for this full moon in Virgo from this Kali Ma? Can you give us some guidance, please? Give us some guidance. Ooh, what are you doing? Okay. Can you give us some guidance for this full moon? Ooh, full moon in Virgo. Give us some. There we are. Oh, I've been getting all like the pretty cards from the Kali deck. Okay, I've got 2 cards out. So let's see. All right, look. There are 2 cards, and these readings are pretty long. Let me see. Both of these cards came out. I'll read Moksha of Kali. You know what? I can't not read both of them, because both of them might be useful, and I feel bad for holding back, but I'm gonna try and read both of them. Let's see. 39, Moksha of Kali. 39. Maybe, I don't know. Moksha of Kali. Her passionate desire for your liberation is unflagging, and so your relief shall come swiftly. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I need the Kali yantra. I think the Moksha of Kali might be enough, but I might write out the Kali yantra in the description if you need it. Okay. She is speaking to you from within. She is the voice of reassurance. Can you hear her? Trust her. Soon you will see things in a better light. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you are currently experiencing. Liberated. And I see, look at that. I see the liberation in this butterfly in the 2 of Pentacles. I see that liberation there, that freedom. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward as obstacles disappear. Do not turn away, for you are destined to overcome all opposition, bringing your sacred path to fruition. Moksha is a Sanskrit term meaning freedom. Freedom from my body. Freedom from my mind. Sorry, that song just came to my head. In the sense of complete self-actualization and spiritual liberation. It refers to the attainment of enlightenment and is considered the final release from involuntary suffering. Yes, involuntary suffering. Okay. The distinction between voluntary and involuntary is made because, at a high level, certain divine beings will take on the experience of suffering to assist those who are yet to experience moksha. I think, you know what? I think that was your energy that was coming through. When I said divine, you were divining yourself for someone else. You are a divine being. You were taking part of your divinity and trying to help someone else out who didn't appreciate it. And who doesn't appreciate it, with the Son of Cups, right? The Son of Cups here is someone who has yet to experience what you have. Okay, let's keep going. They help to carry the load and move others forward. And I think that's where you got impatient. It's because you understand you're a healer. You understand your divinity. You understand the way that you are. Okay, let's keep going. I keep saying that. Our love for another, our compassion for their pain, may make us wish we could take on their suffering so they no longer need to struggle. This is counter to the divine perspective of higher beings. They enter into the realm of suffering to assist all. The divine understands the purpose of suffering, that it can lead us toward wisdom, strength, and ultimately empowerment. there is an art to alleviating suffering without depriving the soul of the growth it can bring. They are loving, divine beings of great wisdom, willing to help those trapped in suffering at all times. We can call for assistance whenever we find our pain too difficult to bear, including the anguish we feel when faced with the struggles of others. Wow. You might have also taken on too much by giving too much, right? These divine beings have sufficient wisdom and higher understanding to help in ways that create benefits for all. You know what? I still think this is you acting out of a divinity. I think you are a divine being, whoever is watching this. You have found your divinity and you're trying to share it with others, but you're understanding that there's no reward in your giving. There's only what seems like condescending words, condescending offers. You know? I don't know. Because what is the divine? What do you expect, divine? What do you expect? Do you expect someone who is lesser than you, right? Lesser than you, that you are helping out, to be able to give to you in kind? You probably also made them feel a little bit like shit because they knew you were divine. They knew you were divine. You are divine. You are divine. You are a healer. I think you need to raise your standards because you're good enough. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's see. There are times when suffering is so great that it threatens to overwhelm the soul. Perhaps that intense degree of suffering is a result of accumulated unresolved pain of generations of ancestors. Ooh, that could be it too. Resting upon the spiritual shoulders of one family member, brave enough to admit the truth when the others are trapped in delusion and denial. Similar situations can arise in a societal, religious, cultural, or corporate context. Intensified suffering can be an initiation for a particularly talented soul who has the potential to bring light and freedom to the world. To achieve this, that soul must learn to deal with the darkness in equal measure. That typically entails periods of intense struggle until the best methods are realized to find peace and awareness without being overcome by pain. Many mystics report dark nights of the soul, a struggle with negativity, suffering, and pain of various kinds that last for a long time. They are not failing on their spiritual path. They are at an advanced level. They are willing to engage with their struggles because of their great love for the truth, the light, for the divine, in whatever form resonates for their hearts. Nothing can make them turn away from that great love. Higher love is the power that fuels moksha. It fuels the release from suffering. It is spiritual juice to keep doing the inner work, to seek the path through and refuse to give up, even if we are still figuring out what our persistence is going to look like today. Oh my gosh. Mother of Wands, this is you. This is you, Mother of Wands. This is you. You've taken on these dark nights of the soul. This is why you're so advanced. This is why you're so advanced. You're trying to help other people. You're trying to take on something that you're probably not going to see the same. You're probably putting yourself again into another dark night of the soul with the giving. But I think deep down, I think you're starting to understand your divinity, Mother of Wands. And I think, again, this is moving you toward, well, I didn't say it before, but I have the sense that when you take on all the queens of the deck, all the mothering energies of the deck, you are now taking on an empress energy. You are advancing yourself by the work that you are doing, but you need to understand that you are good enough. And you need to understand where your inspiration is coming from. It's coming from your divinity. It's coming from your blessing. Moksha of Kali. Okay. The Moksha of Kali teaches us that our suffering is no source for shame. but rather a badge of spiritual honor, acknowledging that we are deep on the soul's healing pathway. However, that doesn't mean that the more we suffer, the more spiritual we become. And the more spiritual we become, however, that doesn't mean that the more we suffer, the more spiritual we become. And the more spiritual we become, the more we have to suffer. Yeah, I think that's what you're getting to an understanding of. It means our capacity to process our suffering increases. And in that increase, we experience more sunshine through the clouds, moments of peace, liberation, and a higher understanding. Rather than a way of life, periods of suffering become like toxins our body, mind, and soul need to process and release. And that is what this full moon in Virgo is about. Processing and releasing that too. Perhaps akin to digesting a meal, but on a multi-level scale. The oracle brings the message of relief and realization. There is so much you will accomplish through your own efforts, and much more that can be accomplished if you include regular prayers for assistance from the divine as part of your lifestyle. If you have been working hard on an issue and wondering if it will ever give way to an improved set of circumstances, the oracle indicates that yes, a time of freedom from this difficulty is on its way. Freedom from difficulty. Balance. Invocation Ritual. Say the following prayer. Okay, and this also comes with like a meditation. So you can also like go into a dark room, go into a closet, and just close your eyes, or just close your eyes. Okay, so first the prayer. Kali Ma, Goddess of Enlightenment, Wisdom, and Grace. You are the beginning and the end. You are beyond this journey, beyond suffering, beyond all experience. Kali Ma, Nirodha Shakti, you who still the incessant fluctuations of being and bring peace. I call upon your wisdom to break the cycles that need to be broken. You are absolute and the completion. I rest in you, Ma, for the spiritual benefits of all beings. Jai Ma Kali. When you are ready, you're going to enter into the cleansing power of Nirodha Shakti, the power of Kali that dissolves the fluctuations of the mind and provides the capacity to withdraw the senses from distraction and into restful inner immersion. To do this, you may wish to rest in a darkened room or simply close your eyes. You can sense, feel, imagine, or visualize Kali Ma in your heart, like a powerful black and magnetic force of love. She draws you to her so strongly that you must let go of your attachments to outer things, thoughts, and ruminations. Instead, allow your awareness to be captured by her, to be pulled toward her. Your sense of being is drawn into her deep silence. The agitations of your being settle and dissolve. Allow her to consume you, to absorb your thoughts, your ideas, your identities. There is just Ma Kali now. Rest here for as long as you wish. When you are ready to emerge, place your hands in prayer. Ground yourself with some movement. You have completed your healing. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today on this full moon in Virgo reading. I hope this is of some benefit, and I hope you are released into the love of Kali, Makali. I wish you peace. Thank you, divine beings. Have a good one.